Heartland Season 17 is back with another episode. This time it's titled Heat of the Moment. Honestly, this is definitely one of my favorite episodes because it only has 3 main storylines. Not too many characters, not too many entangled plot lines. Of course, the most important one is about Amy and the men interested in her. Heat of the Moment introduces us to a love triangle where 2 men are seemingly pursuing Amy, but she doesn't know how to feel. I will talk about each storyline, but of course, let's start with Amy's. At the beginning of the episode, Amy is getting ready to leave for the working cow horse competition taking place in Brayburn. Before she leaves, however, Caleb comes for a visit. He encourages Amy for the competition and tells her to call him if she gets bored there. Amy gives Caleb a gift, an embroidered bridle for Carson's pony Donut. Caleb is quite happy with it. But when Amy is on her way to the competition, she has a small accident. She has a flat tire and one of the keys in her car jack kit is missing, so she cannot go to the competition by herself. Nathan is there to help her and gives Amy a ride. While they're on the way, Amy asks Nathan questions about his life, for example, why he left Hudson at high school, but Nathan is dismissive. He is still acting all mysterious. When Amy gets to the hotel, her TV set doesn't work. Just as she pouts with disappointment, Caleb calls her on the phone and encourages her to go to the party hosted by the event organizers. Amy caves in and decides to go there. The first thing she sees there is Nathan flirting with a woman. The woman's hand is on Nathan's arm and they're laughing out loud. Amy is a little upset after seeing that, which probably means she didn't expect to see Nathan with a woman. After a little accident with wine, her shirt gets ruined and Nathan is again the first person to come to her help with a napkin. I thought this was an indication that, even though Nathan was having a conversation with another woman, his eyes were still on Amy. Anyway, Caleb is everywhere in this episode, so he appears out of nowhere at the party. Apparently, he didn't want Amy to feel lonely at a strange place. They decide to go back to the hotel to eat pizza. This is where everything falls apart because, while they're talking about life, Amy says Caleb is one of the most important people in her life. Caleb sees this as a signal and kisses Amy, but she immediately pulls away. That's not what she meant at all. Right at that awkward moment, Nathan comes to check on Amy, but sees Caleb there in the room. He assumes he is Amy's boyfriend, as we learn later on in the episode. Caleb then leaves heartbroken. Amy continues with the competition. She's distracted because of what happened with Caleb. Her head is not in it. Nathan gives her great advice about what she should do with the cow. She listens and actually gets just 1 point higher than Nathan and takes the prize home. As they're on their way back, they have a more nuanced conversation about Nathan's life and intentions. It turns out Nathan is not really competing against Heartland. He wants to be near Heartland because he thinks they have a better chance at standing against factory farms together, even though this means spending way too much money. We also learn that he is single, although in that scene, it didn't really look like he was. Caleb comes to help Amy with her car and apologizes for what happened the other day with the kiss. He says he just got carried away in the moment, but that's not true. It's obvious he has feelings for Amy, but he doesn't want to admit them. Thankfully, he does at the end of the episode. He's even genuine about it, and he says he feels like he betrayed 2 of his best friends, Amy and Ty. That's why it was difficult for him to admit his feelings for Amy. But since Amy does not feel the same way, they will move on and act like nothing happened. This feels like a disastrous plan, don't you think? Will this really work? I don't know. At this point, I'm sure Amy doesn't have any feelings for Caleb. She made that very clear. But she does have a thing for Nathan, that's for sure. This will be explored more in the upcoming episodes. I'm now moving on to other storylines of the episode. Lisa and Jack attend Dan's funeral, but going there makes Lisa feel like they are missing out on life. They're getting older and they should seize the moment, do more exciting things. She proposes going to a pub and dancing there. While they're doing that, Jack sees the old buckle that he sold almost 50 years ago. He wants to have it back, but the pub owner wants $500 for it. Jack doesn't want to pay that, but Lisa proposes a game of pool to win the buckle back. I didn't know Jack was bad at pool, but now I know. He loses, and just as he is about to pay the price, Lisa wants to double it. This time, she wants to play. Turns out she's the winner. She gets the buckle bag for Jack, and they have a nice time. The final storyline of the episode is about Katie and her friends. The boy is nice, but that girl Ellie is a complete bully. She continues talking down on Katie, calling her scared and lame. Katie doesn't say anything throughout the episode, but stands up for herself, finally, towards the end. While Ellie and Brandon are at the ranch, Ellie tries to drink Jack's alcohol, which is the moment Katie can't take it any longer. She throws them out of the house. Brandon comes back to apologize later, but since he didn't say a word when Ellie was saying all these things, I don't really like him. Katie does though, so we will see him more. That's all about episode 6. Did you like it? What do you think about the love triangle? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to next season for more videos like this, and see you soon.